Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Onslaught Wave SHARON Carter, which is a lousy figure. It's really not very good at all. It sucks. It's a complete remold other than the head, and they used a mold that's not very good overall. It's very bland looking because it's solid white, and the head sculpt sucks, the accessory sucks, the hands suck, the straps on the hips suck. Everything about this figure is really crappy. So let's take a look at it up close. Alright, so this figure stands roughly 15.5 centimeters, which makes it just about, just over 6 inches. She does come with an accessory, like I said, which is this gun. This really awful design of a gun. It's dumb. I don't like it. Which isn't a big deal if the rest of the figure was good. But the figure isn't good, so this isn't good. And here's the other thing that really bugs me. She came with these guns molded in on her hips that are supposedly regular size guns. And sure, there's probably supposed to be the mini Glocks that Black Widow carries. Look at the gun she comes with. It's like 3 times the size of the gun that's on her hip. It just looks dumb to have both on the figure at the same time. And you guys know how I feel about the molded on accessories. That is just not excusable. It's so bad. And then just like before, when we saw this figure before, this hand sculpt is atrocious. Her wrist is bigger than her hand. Not from that angle, but from that angle. She looks like the guy from Scary Movie stirring the mashed potatoes. It's just not good at all. And this hand's okay, but it still has that super big wrist. Not good. The sculpt for the body has a lot of nice details in it, but the chest is super weirdly shaped. The entire chest has a weird curvature to it going this way, and that looks really bad. It's probably hard to spot on camera, but it's just the whole boob region is very oddly shaped, and it's accentuated by the weird design of the diaphragm joint. It makes everything look really weird. She looks like she has some kind of weirdly shaped rib cage with saggy boobs. So that's not good, and I'm not one of those guys who collects female action figures so that they look sexy on a shelf, but I don't want them to look like mutants, and this kind of looks like a mutant, so I really don't like that very much at all. And her head sculpt doesn't look very good either. It looks like someone punched her in the face, and her nose is like pushed in like in a cartoon. It looks okay from the side, but from the front, her entire nose region is recessed. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. The hair sculpt is really nice. I like that. No articulation in the ponytail, though, which should be there. It should just have a peg that lets it swivel. And it's really stiff. It won't get in the way because of the way it sticks out, but it is really stiff, so it's just not great. They did do a decent job with the paintwork for the zipper down the front of the chest, so that's good. The shield logo on this side is nice and clear. This side is totally smushed and not good. They painted the buckles on the straps, so that's a good thing. And that's it for the paint. No paint. No paint anywhere else. The hair doesn't have any shading in it. The face doesn't have any shading. It's just glossy and broken. It's just not good. Nothing about this figure is good. We'll go through the articulation really quickly, but I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't suggest you buy this figure. Single ball peg for the head, so it can lean from side to side a little bit, rotate a little bit, lean a little bit forward and back. Shoulders have full range of motion, but if you use them, she looks like she has a dislocated shoulder. The way the peg is lower than the way the ball hinge is lower than it should be. So when you raise it up, and the way it has the offset arm, you get a lump down here and a lump up here, and it just looks really, really weird, like her arm is a zigzag. So that's not good. Full range of motion though. Single jointed elbow, not quite 45 degrees with the bicep swivel in there. That's pretty standard. The wrists do have a swivel and a hinge, so that's fine. Just really ugly wrists. The diaphragm joint is acceptable. It's not great, but there's nothing inherently bad about it other than the look. Functionality-wise, it's okay. The hips, they go all the way forward, a little bit back, not so far out to the side, but probably, I guess, far enough. You do get the thigh swivel in there, but make sure you don't go nuts with it or you're going to break those holsters. So there's that. The knees, I still think the knees look really weird on this figure. It looks like she has no kneecaps, but they do have good range of motion. And then the ankles have the hinge. So the hinge goes all the way forward, all the way back. That's fine. You do get the ankle rocker, but the way the peg goes in the foot, it's really horrible. And her feet are really oddly shaped. They're super tiny and just weird. Like, I don't think anybody's foot has that shape to it. I know she has heels on, but it just, the way it's done, it looks really weird, and it's really hard to get her to stand properly. There's not much I like about this figure, if anything. I guess the white is all white because it's molded instead of painted, so there's that. That's about it. The white parts are white. Way to go. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I don't think you should buy this figure. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.